Hello, and welcome to whatever the fuck is currently behind me. Good morning and good evening, how is everyone? As far as backgrounds go, this is kind of limited. I am not doing too bad, although today has been exhausting in a way that makes it so that I am excited to go to bed at some point. Just a mix of not exactly sick anymore, but lots of rushing around at work to try and get stuff done, and then the gym afterwards, and then those two combined, I'm exhausted. But not so exhausted that I can't play games. Which you can thank Nombi for suggesting this one, because this game was not on my radar at all until it was mentioned. I have seen the artist's work that this game was inspired by, Beksinski. He's one of those artists up there with Giga, how I just do not understand how they have this sort of vision to create artwork like the way that they do. It's not pleasant to look at, but I can still appreciate it. I need to start looking at how long these games actually are before I start playing them, so I stop putting part one in a stream that will only exist on its own. It's going to be an entire channel of just part one after part one after part one for all the tiny little games that I play. I need something more long form. I have had a hankering to play Other Side again after listening to the soundtrack. I feel like that might be a interesting game to stream, although I don't know what I consider a completion of it. Whether whether it's actually me completing the game or if I just get bored of it after, like 20 hours of trying to beat it. It is a good game, but it is very grindy. I'll get onto it one day on the channel, and you can see why. But there's a lot of building up. Oop, has something happened? Sounds like a Zatsu down with the game in the background. That is Truck Sim. That'll happen one day. That might be a Grilla stream. That'd be like it's the middle of the day on a weekend, and I can't think of what to do, so I'll just jump into Truck Sim and throw up stream randomly. Although I need to make assets for it because there is a hat that I want to recreate that I can wear while driving. Apex CS while playing Stardew Valley Animal Crossing. It would be RimWorld. That's a good yap game. Just managing a colony in the background, chatting, and then some nonsense happens and it's all hands on deck until it's resolved. Also because the one of the new DLCs has come out, which adds spaceships, and I quite want to try that. That would be fun. Also, imagine if I had a like a waiting to start screen, like other streamers have with music and everything. So it's not just black screen and then begin. Getting GarageBand, I am not musically talented. Well, it can't be too difficult. I'm not the most professional person when it comes to streaming, but it's kind of fun creating assets, as you can see with the absolute fucking nonsense that is on your screen right now. What if I have the void background and then I download? You ever heard the? It's like the radiograph sounds of a star making a noise, or it's like the sound that Saturn makes. I'll just have that in the background of the void. How horrid would that be? That wouldn't be fun to watch. Absolute surefire way to make someone who starts up the video immediately click off of it. I'll also make the slowed and reverb drum and bass edition of it. I do not like that idea. And something interesting that it didn't happen last night, but it's the past couple nights. I had my internet drop a couple minutes after midnight, both nights, for a couple minutes each, and then it came back, which is what ended the stream on. What day was that? Wednesday? Tuesday? Whenever it was? The industrial stream? I had a lot more I wanted to say about the game, but I got cut off from doing that. It didn't do it last night, but if it does it again tonight, I'll be upset because I feel like there's going to be a lot to talk about with this game. Which, speaking of which, I should probably swap over. It says cycles at the bottom here, so I don't know if this game has multiple endings. And right off the bat, we got MIDI noises. I was going to try and make a PNG, but the only ideas I had were not fun.
To see a world in a grain of sand, and a heaven in a wild flower. Hold infinity in the palm of your hand, and eternity in an hour.
Interesting. Oh, it's the Saruka. I think we said it was like 300,000 calories. Oh, hello. I have... I'm sorry, I need to... That's better. Hello. Strange creature. Yep, that is indeed an eye. Is there something on it? Nope, just an eye. Corpse site. Oh, I guess that's for combining stuff. Yeah, this game already looks... It's difficult to say it looks good, because it's fucking horrific to look at, but it's a very well made game. If necessary, more flesh and bone will be formed. Is that if I die? Is that a respawn? Oh, I don't know how to... I don't know if I... Oh. There we go. I just had to look down. I could have done that for you. Oh. Are you... Yep, okay. Welcome. Walk upstairs. This is the realm of death and no other. This is where gods are dead and the old ones suffer. Wow, okay. Oh. You are a very big one.
I met a traveler from an antique land who said,
That's not the voice I was expecting.
"Two vast and trunkless legs of stone stand in the desert. Near them, on the sand, half sunk, a shattered visage lies, whose frown and wrinkled lip and snare of cold command tell that its sculptor well those
What,
passions
Kiadi
read
Mundi?
which yet survive. Stamped on these lifeless things, the hand that mocked them and the heart that fed. And on the pedestal these words appear: My name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look on my works, ye mighty, and despair. Nothing beside remains. round the decay of that colossal wreck, boundless and bare, the lone and level sands stretch far away.
I'm quite impressed already. This is just the space jockey chair from Alien. Missing remnants, meant to be trampled. Beyond grasp, in its brain. Possibly he has something. Yeah, it does look a bit like a horn. Okay. I'll just be taking your brain. They don't seem too happy. Countless crownless royals succumbing to rot. Oh. The tongue is full of carvings rendered in an ancient script that reveal the following. The perpetual fade of consciousness. All that exists is condemned to suffer in endless torment, for in this realm, life and death are but hollow echoes stripped of meaning. In this vast garden of bone, each remnant stepped upon belongs to a being that fully matured in a state of eternal unlife. Although completely spent, they cannot die, they cannot rest, nor can they see, speak, move, think, or feel. Still forced to exist, yet entirely unable to be. As the body rots and physicality fades, the last fragments of consciousness eventually drift away, forming an oppressive strain of emotion. The spiteful shape of fear, pain, and anger, compounded by the misery of all beings forced to dwell on this plane. To witness this torment, one need only look up. Oh, they're gone. I didn't notice this bunch just sat here. Feeble cadavers try to recall the warmth of fire. I took the brain of the other two and their shared brain cell made them collapse. Wisdom requires payment. Well, oh, you've moved. You and the horn need your brain. Maybe. You don't want that? Another brain. They have symbols on them. Okay. He's been consumed. That is amazing art, just for this. There are some very talented artists involved in this game. And there's the crown. For all the people they could have chosen for their inspiration for the world, Beksinski's definitely high up there. Fear, misery. Nope. Okay, neither of those. The scale is really cool. Everything genuinely feels massive. Sometimes games don't get scale right. Are you gonna start speaking to me? A display of bygone authority, pitiful as one's decay is inevitable. This must be how Amy feels when she goes outside. She is very small. And Sydney is a fucking hellhole, so... yeah. I am very glad that there's a sprint in this, despite being a walking sim.
I stand as a monument to this forsaken world, once a servant to a divine god. Eons have passed since the cosmos met its demise. Beware, for this realm has morphed into a somber vault, and now you are woven into its enigmatic tapestry.
I do believe that the universe is dead. It said billions of years after the universe met its demise. Okay, so I gave you coins. What fucking knowledge did you give me? There's something over there. And that mouth is also a cabin. Just Atlanta. Oh. Okay. There's many an eye here. Are these things also in Atlanta? Oh, you moved back quickly.
Behold, the burden of choice falls upon thee. As the hour draws near, thou shalt stand at the crossroads of death and rebirth. For chaos hath already laid waste to realms untold.
Am I being told that there's going to be a binary ending? I do kind of like this concept in fiction. You see it in Dark Souls a lot. The whole, the world is coming to an end and it's up to some people as to whether or not they want to continue the cycle of life and death, or just let it all crumble. This burden is overwhelming. Just a scrub shade wandering the apocalypse. It basically is, yeah. Mind of a broken youngling consumed by an overwhelming sense of terror. The mind of an incompetent being burdened by depression and plagued by innocence. He doesn't want either of the brains. Oh no, it's just I had to get a little bit higher. Oh, okay. Oh, it's a cannon? Or is this a horn? Am I pointing it at the man here? Get honked at. Yeah, it is a horn. Fucking hell, okay. What are you upset about? Beyond lies oppression, eager to devour. False suggestions of faith cannot relieve that kind of suffering. Do I need to keep honking it? What did that achieve? I'm pretty sure it's down. Yeah, it's down. What about you? Do you want a honk? Oh, I missed that. Another brain. Mind of an incompetent... the damaged mind of a tortured soul afflicted by morbid agony. It's going to repay for I'll use the train horn. It is. Yeah, fascinating. Okay, they've got to be in a particular order, don't they? Not happy with that? Was that symbol in the middle there? That looks like that. And then swap these. Ah. I'm not puncturing all over them. Please do not say that. Oh look, they're so happy now. They've got their brains back. Oh, Jesus. Is this once again proving that everything eventually evolves into crabs?
ancient eyes behold
It is a crab.
rare sight. A lone wanderer venturing into our desert domain after eons untold. Bound by the unyielding grip of Necrophosis,
Oh, you said the name of the game?
the elder gods are surprised by your presence. Few like you have dared to tread this path. Yet, here you stand, a glimmer of hope in our eternal suffering. Should you choose to aid us in our plight, freeing Hnum from his eternal servitude, we shall grant you passage to your destination.
Okay. Yeah, they are very talkative for dead people. Are you the one that I'm freeing from Eternal? You're getting a lot noisier. Are you good, buddy? He looks a little goofy. You want the bodies? Oh, this one's picking his nose. Oh no, he's yawning. Never mind. Are they still looking at me whenever I move? I think they are. Are you done now? Is that all you... Oh. There's something down there. Can I go get that? Each visage endures a unique form of torment, distinct in nature and intensity. Oh. Now I'm meant to find... He's a particularly angry one. What about you? Oh, it just goes straight back there. Unbound, yet far too damaged. Husk of his former self wasting away before the very gods who ruined him. Oh. I've not played DMC. I think I know the ones you're talking about. A thin, mistreated loyalty. Though all beings rot, the extent of their depravity varies. Divine allegiances and bonds become meaningless once gods come to terms with the sentence they must bear. When power fades to a whisper, where a howl of fury once roared, most lash out with further violence upon each other and those below them. A stark reminder that even at the end of it all, some beings will always remain beneath the gods and must endure their whims. As consciousness deteriorates, it shapes the future black. The volatility of certain cognitions is a defilement of creation. Are these meant to be coffins? Apart from the whole, you know, the world, the universe has died, and this is what's left. I'm not grasping a whole lot of what's going on. Except for what is outright an angel. This being is enduring intense suffering, yet its gaze is filled with compassion. Though cursed, its empathy remains untouched.
In the cosmic void, I awaken from my sleep. A ghostly form, a galaxy's sweep. As you pass by, I stir and rise, a spectral being with starlit sight. I beckon you forth with a shimmering light, guiding you through the endless fright.
Poppies.
Towards the gate of death, we make our way. But even death's gate has crumbled to decay. I speak
He's a little
of
chunky
world
looking.
once death's domain, now a museum where time's relics remain. Old gods and monuments from ages past, collected here in the cosmic vast. This realm where death reigns, now a museum of time's refrain.
And he rhymes.
And with strange eons, even death may die, as the universe's echoes fade and sigh.
Whoa. I don't know what he's yapping about. This is one of those games that you need a 2.5-hour video essay to explain what is going on. I assume there will probably be one. Do I get to ride him? Wendigoon. We need an iceberg video on Necrophosis. The sounds are a little bit funny. Reminds me of the... I don't remember what the big creatures in Gears of War are. You ride it in one level, it's got like miniguns on its arms, and it's like big and chunky. I think that's what it would be. I'm not certain. Holy shit. Fell over. Begin the final cycle. Is this the creature from earlier? The one that was praying? Yes, it was. Thank you, friend. He's not gonna follow me the whole game, is he? Oh, the Grim Reaper. Of course he had to show up.
Of all the beings and deities that have passed through these gates,
He's my first
I never
fan.
expected consciousness itself to appear. This path was once a flowing river of souls. Now, reduced to mere steps, remnants of what once was. I am curious to see where this journey will lead you.
Makes me wonder if this is the
Know
afterlife.
this, the path has been sealed, and only payment with souls can grant you passage. Feed my lantern with the souls of the Forsaken, and I shall open the way that leads into the darkness. For no other path remains to be tread.
Friends, Dolphin, that's what you are. Book. The figure bound to the rock harbours an infection most vile, with maggots throbbing deep, feasting both upon the host and on themselves. The parasites churn and writhe, feeding relentlessly, forming a repugnant corruption. Although raw, there is some order to their ravaging. The maggots take turns in their destruction, revealing a pattern. This rhythm offers a glimpse into the structure of the infestation. What's that, it's like the fear of holes or something? Trypophobia, I believe. I don't have that, but I can kind of understand it when it's biological like this. Is this whack-a-mole? It's whack-a-mole. Show halt, don't say that. He doesn't sound too happy. I think I'm helping him. Maybe. Please tell me he's not going to do this for every fucking hole on his back. Please, not more. Come on. I've already forgotten. I don't know if I did that right. Still going. Shit. Shit, was it left or right? Okay. Yep. Alright, I've got one. Interesting. These things on the same model as moving with his head.
Come closer, wanderer. I have been bound
Yeah, he's part of the
stone
rock.
tablet since time has lost its meaning. Eons have passed since the river of souls dried up. And I am trapped here for eternity, suffering the relentless curse of necrophosis. My thirst is unending. A torment that gnaws at my very essence.
He's very eloquent for someone who's part of a rock.
Something, anything that could extinguish this eternal thirst.
I got one of the maggots if you want that.
It exists only in thought. In return, I shall offer you what remains of me, a relic of my forsaken existence.
Is it your soul? Yeah, I'm just gonna move you out of my hand. What do you reckon these blue plants are since they contrast so much with the rest of the barren landscape? I don't really know at the moment. I don't remember if there was some in the area that we woke up in. I'm assuming this is the afterlife, because he's talking about the River of Souls. Well, the Grim Reaper said that, so I guess the River of Souls being led into heaven or hell, or just afterlife in general, and then the world outside of this has ended, so there are no more souls coming in, and so everything else here that possibly relied on that flow of souls has started to decay. You want a coin? What do you want, Mr. Smiley? This? No, he wants... Oh no, what is that? Are you... Oh, it's a buckyball. Thanks, mate. What is this? Vivid symbols of lost mortality enduring relentless oppression and decay. Soul essence, okay. That's what Mr. Man wants. Those things are weird. Also, everything is weird in this game. There's more of the blue here. It seems like it's sprouting up around those with intelligence and things that have knowledge. This land was carved by no maker. It was the darkest stain fading the celestial fabric, an endless desert where the concepts of life and death held no meaning, with silence itself as its only subject and ruler. For eons, the land remained untouched, but such quiet was never meant to endure. In an instant, the timeless silence was shattered and defiled, replaced by the piercing screams of legions, nations, and gods. A total subjugation to decay manifested by the shape of chaos. Terror against the greatest calamity. So something occurred in a realm that was once alive, fell to decay in a moment.
In the hollow of this giant's hand, my tears endlessly fall, fleeing collapsing realms, escaping death's final call. I was a deity of dreams, with spider legs so fine, weaving fantasies and visions, a tapestry divine. Entities from shadows and light, drawn to my delicate art. But dreams turned to nightmares, tearing my soul apart. Trapped within my own creations, in this realm I now reside. Eternal suffering my companion, with nowhere left to hide.
Fascinating. Is this another... That's a teardrop? An echo of sadness created by a depressed and lonely being. It holds no remedial qualities, yet its residents may provide a fleeting sense of comfort. I think that's what Old Maid wants. What, do you want more? Would you like this? Yes? Okay, it's not going to say anything. Yeah, a sippy of someone else's manifested sadness. Oh, I didn't notice that earlier. Remember an era when the stars still burn across the cosmic planes. Okay. Oh, you have different faces. It's like he's wearing a helmet.
Our purpose awakens once more at the presence of consciousness itself. If you seek passage through the darkness, know this. The path is not freely given. You must feed the entrance, the essence of souls. For only through this offering can the gateway be opened.
It looks like it's taking a tricky shit.
For even consciousness cannot grasp the horrors that dwell within the darkness. Beyond these steps lies a realm of unimaginable terror and despair.
I mean, if a game dev made it, it probably is quite imaginable. I have this. And what about this man's heart? Do you want that? Vapid celebration of vitality that may still hold some meaning. The semblance of life intrinsic to this object is still valued by the departed. Malnourished Soul Eater. Apparently it gets worse than this, so that's what Mr. Man's saying. Vulgar creature hiding from the depths. Alright. That doesn't look fun. This kind of looks like a comedy mask. Your face is messed up. Do you want a comedy mask? Nope. Soul Eater mentioned. Mucka fans rise up. Oh, another one of these. The Black Cradle. In the emptiness between life and death lies a void. When the curse seeped into its darkness, the abyss began mutilating its shape in retaliation. In ceaseless devourment, the black form devolves, becoming increasingly imperfect and spewing forth physical manifestations of itself, while losing grip on its transcendent qualities. Transcendental. The emergence of such crude beings is a mockery of all creation. I don't know if I'm just smooth-brained, but a lot of this is just words. And is this just a box, or is there anything I can do with it? I don't think so. Faces of repulsive misery, nothing more. Can I put this in it? Nope. Maybe we'll make some kind of sense in the end. I'm hoping so. Want a heart? Nope. The big one up here still wanted something. Mars? No? Yeah, the heart. You still want more? Very greedy. There is more stuff around here. More flesh and bone will be formed. What does that mean? So that said the same thing back at the beginning. Is it possible to die in it? I don't know if that's a respawn point. I don't think it's possible to die. Have I read this already? I have. Yeah. I don't know what that is. I don't like these little dog things because they remind me of the fleshes from Stalker, and I didn't like fighting those. Terrors below. Beneath the gateway lies a tomb with winding passageways spiraling into architectural enigmas where the walls bend and twist as the curse corrupts its chambers. It is a place inhabited by creatures of spite, their complexity varying, as does their intent and the shape of their will. The passage remains in slumber, dreading its awakening, for even in this rotting realm, certain things must remain out of sight. Below is nevermore. Darkness there and nothing more. That is very Edgar Allan Poe. Void unravels its shadows morning. So the chill people get to relax under the sun in the sand while all the bad is kept below. It does sound like that. Alright, you take this. Are you happy? Nope, you still want more. Oh, you want the mask?
Traveler, can you perceive my endless torment?
He says that in a way that makes it seem like his endless torment is more special than everyone else's.
Cursed with eternal life, but not eternal youth. Now I am condemned to wither, decaying eternally in this forsaken realm.
I believe everyone else is doing that.
4 lives I have endured, and 4 masks I bear. Each one a fragment of my shattered existence. Yet one is lost.
His face spins as the worst of them
I
all.
remain incomplete, a ghost wandering through eons of despair.
I think this one is the most pretentious out of all of them.
I implore you, find my missing face, and in return, I shall grant you a coin of ancient worth, a relic from a time long forgotten. Help me restore
I'm holding your mask.
the final mask, and perhaps I can grasp a fleeting moment of peace in this cursed eternity.
I have it right here. Just stop talking. There you go. Return the vacant cell. He has given me a penny. That's not the Tower of Babylon, is it? I think it is. Netatirius Niv. Really? I don't know what that means. You're not eating my coin, you're not getting that. That's for me.
It's a bit too late for me to pay for my entrance. I was a ferryman of souls, dragging them into the darkness for eons. Yet, the curse of Necrophosis has petrified my bones into an endless mutation, rendering me immobile. All I can offer you now is my wisdom.
Or can you give me your soul so I can go into the thing?
It's become a prison for some, a vault for others, ancient ones and forgotten entities alike.
It does sound like it's the thing that ended the
and
universe.
to serve as trophies in this morbid collection. Beware, for their anguish and power still linger, trapped within this forsaken place.
Is that actually all you're going to give me? You're just going to tell me that there's bad things in the vault? Alright, I need another thing to feed the big man. And that'll hopefully give me the last soul, but I have no idea for the life of me whether the next thing is. It's probably treason. If you don't know 40k, that makes no sense. Oh, you're not happy with me for doing that, are you? Oh! Oh yeah, you're about to get fed to a giant monstrosity. Shake the baby. It did. That wasn't pleasant. Oh, he's mighty happy about this one. Go on, Avanosh. Fucking mint. This is as if Crocodile Dundee went to hell, isn't it? He has a lot of souls. I'm assuming he's just eaten many a person in this area. Do I get to crawl inside? I do. He didn't eat me because I was feeding him first. Yeah, this does look like a place where the damned go to, I wouldn't say rest, but wander. Oh, they've got sharp teeth. Oh! They're actually coming for me. Okay. So there is death? What's down there? His head's there. The moment I step on the flesh...
Come closer.
They started coming for me.
Bear no crown, yet the crown of consciousness is imbued within your essence. Oh, to pass beyond a wretched union, you must awaken that which lies dormant in your mind. But to achieve this, you must seek out the three crowns that once adorned our heads. Each
They are very great.
a fragment of our lost glory is hidden within the shadows of our crumbled kingdoms.
I hope none of you are trying to eat breakfast while watching this.
These symbols of power, can you sever the chains that bind us? Venture into the depths of decay, brave soul, and reclaim the grounds that will restore.
You were trying to. I'm so sorry.
Only then can you truly pass beyond our tormented existence.
What is an IME special? So they need actual crowns and not their masks. Oh yeah, coffee and toast. Don't fucking touch me. Don't fucking touch me. Oh? Am I about to get jump scared? Insight on demise. Okay. What about this one? And then the other one's down there, I assume. I'll go left first. You're a big one. Oh, your face tentacles. That's not nice. Are you gonna try... Are you gonna try and do shit to me if I come close? I prefer if you didn't. Okay. Alright, there is death. I have the crown though. So I don't really know what the point of that was. Don't touch me. Pestilence supremacy, a scar upon the cosmos. Spitting dark gunk as they bellow mockery at exhumed armies of lesser gods. These beings persist in the shadow of their former power, unable to frighten even the maggots that feed on their suppurating scabs. Visions of grandeur and delirium plague their minds as they too plague the murky depths within their malignancy. With each passing moment their corruption erodes, crumbling into dust and leaving only the spiteful echoes of what they once were. Hi. Oh, you're the creature that creates traumatic aberration? Pulse tones contain a barely comprehensible freak. Woke restless, ever dark. Unknown place, cursed. Past grafted, willing to forfeit. Deep, I long for waking. Can I take the crown? No? Alright.
Foolish consciousness. You drift here, yet your essence holds no sway over us, the old ones. We are woven from the dreams and nightmares of a far greater being. A blind force that thrashes in the void.
It's almost like Davy Jones.
Is merely the prelude, a fragment of torment. Yet your agony will echo through the cosmos itself.
It's kind of cool. Desire of what is lacking. Past I give away. I've seen those do so much hearing, it irritates me. They're good movies though. present I endure. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Sidereal fiend. What one perceives as stars are merely carcasses of astral memory, the victims of an absolute creature, the great cosmos devourer, a being bound to existence yet beyond all creation, the perfect form, an endless dance of crystal fangs burrowing into all. As it phased along the fabric of the universe, it devoured suns whole, exhaling the celestial screeches for infinity to hear and the end to bear. The beast never made it into this realm, for it was no more. Its purpose was fulfilled when it ate its fill. Oh, okay.
I have strained across the endless reaches, searching, unraveling, yet still its nature eludes me. Of all I have encountered within the universe, this remains unknown. An anomaly I carried here when I too was drawn into this void. It is but a fragment now.
That's pretty nice compared to the rest of the game.
Consume the light itself. You will need this relic, though its purpose has faded to mere memory. Take it. A remnant of the cosmic devourer. A force older than decay itself.
Where's it, Conehead? I prefer it in here than out there. Because I have to deal with these grabby fuckers. Fucking Darrows at the train station trying to bum your lighter. What if I don't want to do that?
To see the world beyond this wall. Please, find a way to free me from this wretched place. I will do all I can to guide you through this forgotten nightmare. Just don't leave me here to rot in this eternal stillness.
I think I need something to cut it, so I can't touch it anyway. Looks like a giant monkey. Hi. Bound starvation. I gotta feed another creature stuff. Wait. Alright. I assume that's a dagger. Yep, okay. Do you ignore this? You? I don't know what it's doing. Yeah, that's probably what it's doing, actually. That's a good point. Alright, I'll go and get Mr. Man. Alright. I have very little to say while playing this, because I'm just doing my best to work out what the fuck is going on. Oh.
That's the one who severed my head.
And why did it do that?
Let it go. Some torments are better left buried.
Yeah, but what if it tries to do the same thing to me? You speak? No? Oh, do I have...
Do it. End my suffering.
I thought you said you were going to guide me through this
Presence
place.
will find a new purpose in this world.
Are you happy now? He did scare me. Oh, that's me. Interesting. There's the big creature up there. I've seen a gaping face like that before. I feel like that is imagery that has been used semi-frequently. I can kind of recall other places where I've seen it. You're not going to let me pass, are you? No, you will. I don't know what that achieved. You reached the last cycle. Withstand the depths. You know, it's because you put
Rise,
chairs in the wrong
Wanderer.
spot. I don't
The
know.
time will come when you must face the final sacrifice.
Are you death?
Your
Or
very
pestilence?
self. But heed this warning, for that is when the true torment begins. Your consciousness will fracture, scattering across the newborn universe, bound to every soul yet to be. Their suffering, their joys, their tragedies, you will experience them all. Pay heed, Wanderer, for none can say what lies beyond should you refuse. To break the cycle may be your only salvation.
So are we trying
Your
to
final
bring
undoing.
the universe back?
Only by upholding
Back to the souls.
can you
See,
keep
for the souls of a new universe. That's, yeah, that's what it sounds like. Ah, okay. Go left first. It is. How is this Shin Megami? I've not. I've not seen that or played it or whatever it is. Jesus. Is that Lady Liberty? Which one? A lingering silence stretches before an intelligible sound fills the air, break my words that barely form. Hand me final body, and you, I withstand visions out of gods. The final form must be brought forth. Alright. Only one denies even the cell. Oh, you got big peepers. JRPG series. I've heard of them. I've heard the names. I've never seen gameplay of it. Red Prophet lifts his arms in a sacred rite, presenting his chosen subject with pride. Am I going to feed you to something now? As I've been doing quite often in this game. Would you like to partake? No? Speaks in obscure dialect, its echoes thick the time. Among the indecipherable sounds, faint meanings emerge. Endless fractured silence, hunger, devour, remade. Creation lacks essence. I'm happy that you are enjoying yourself, because this is very esoteric. Do you have a better offering to the mouth? Is it upset that I didn't give it the right thing? The grave maw shapes existence through destruction. Wisdom requires payment. Those don't look like the coins I've been giving those things. Empty vial of unlife. It's a pretty spectacular looking game. I cannot imagine how long this took to make. There is a lot to do in this area. Oh. Am I controlling this pyramid? Oh, no. It started moving. Or is it not strong? It needs the heads. Yeah, it's an actual pyramid head. Oh, there's a bunch of creatures praying over there. Sounds like they're praying. Fascinating. I think I upset him. Giant speaks in an unknown tongue, yet the words echo with strange familiarity. Fragments resemble. Agony, despair, cycle, prison, death, rebirth. Ugh. It's a crab. No, it's only got six legs. Nope, none of those. Head crab. I think once you're satisfied, you'll let me through to there. Ah, he wants the crab. Have you not played Half-Life? I still think it holds up quite well today. It was a bit of a magical game when it first released. It was just so unique. Amazingly well put together. I do wish there were more Valve games, but I can kind of understand wanting to focus on the money printer that is Steam. What about now? Will you move? No. The problem with that is Valve cannot count 3. We won't even get a Team Fortress 3. Everything ends at 2 with them. I am a tiny little bit lost. How long has that been there? Was that there the whole time? Body's stuck, though suffocates. I thought suffocates struggling within. We never make Team Fortress 1, the rats got bought up, so technically 3 would be their second Team Fortress game. Press both mouse buttons to accept finality. Resign control. Dissolve thoughts. Unbind form. Let go of self. Now you can have your little trinket. And then do I get to feed you to the big mouth? Alright, you can take that out of my hand. I don't want that anymore. Are you gonna eat it? Another brain. Well, I hope you're happy. You have a screaming flower now. Both Half-Life games are now being downloaded. Both Half-Life games? As in Half-Life 1, Half-Life 2, not the episodes? So, no. I can actually move now. Good. He's fucking moving. Project essence. I am forming words in my mind to speak about this game when it's finished. I don't know how kind they are. Would empty your head for pyramid head in Uma Musume. Alright, who wants a soul? Do you want... Nope. Do you want a soul? You want a soul. Oh, it's a... Oh, it's the thing I put into his mouth originally. It's turned into... What is like more of an atmospheric experience than anything? Yeah, that's feeling very true at the moment. Story-wise, I don't feel like there's a whole lot there unless you spend 3 hours analyzing everything. Like, everything else, the visuals are absolutely incredible, and it is genuinely unsettling. I blessing madness. Well, you're definitely seeing a lot of wild stuff. It's another eye. I must be done here. I don't know what that one in the distance is all about. That's just kind of standing there and not doing anything. I don't know if I'm missing secrets. It sounds like I'm about to leave this place. You're done. But every time I've given the coins to get wisdom, it is the least useful wisdom that I've ever received. A lot of it just equates to world is sad. Those things would probably kill me if I went out there. Alright, what about this one? Void is the plane that embraces finality, and the emptiness it offers draws the line between life and death. When Necrophosis touched this abyss, a dance of shadows began, culminating in agonizing flaying, and the misery felt throughout took on a cosmic form of pure devastation. This force of destruction will grant the benediction needed to nullify this curse and reward creation with its end. Do notice the horseman watching from the cliff. Yeah, he's been up there for a little bit. Just enjoying the view. This is pretty spectacular. Voice without sound reverberates her void. It is not heard but felt, the whisper of gravity itself, cold and inescapable. Time, existence, consciousness, all ends in me. That's pretty cool. A nugget? Yes, video game. Did you add this to your wishlist, Grum? Tall voidling. Even more eyes. This game has a fascination with taking eyes. Oh, see you, mate. At least a dozen eyes. Denied the end, my nothing. Perpetual torment, the false devoured. More bodies, where are more bodies? It's a pretty cool place. I'm hoping with how dark it is, it's not getting crushed down by bitrate. Alright, you get crushed as well. Well, that's good to you. Endless one created before me. To eat the swirling cosmic vortex, what do you think it tastes like? Cotton candy. Use my grace, end it all. Oh, I'm collecting things. Okay, so I got the eye from earlier, and now I've got this. Allows one to fathom divinity in execution. Allows one to behold what transcends the shape of chaos. I like the sounds it makes. He's got the other universe in his chest. Alright, another area. And then I think I'm probably not too far from being done, maybe? If this game is as short as people say. Hands of creation, pain and pleasure abound, but without one the other cannot be justified. Existence without pain leads to the numbness of life itself. Without the weight of suffering, one becomes indifferent to the beauty life offers, unable to appreciate the depth of experience that only hardship can reveal. The creature beyond is one who can carve the boon of pain upon creation. That doesn't sound nice. I thought that was carpet
Look
for a second.
closely. Do you recognize it, little spark? This hollow vessel, this brain, it was once you, a fragment of the single consciousness that birthed all things. You scattered yourself to light the void, to fill it with life. And in doing so, you destroyed everything you wear. That is your curse. This brain I hold is a remnant of your last cycle, one of many. Dead, but not meaningless. I claimed it after your final breath ignited the stars and splintered your mind into countless souls. Every being that has ever existed, they are all you.
Does that include the creatures that are here?
When the universe dies, you are born again, bound to repeat the same act.
Okay, that's about what I was
Always giving, always
thinking.
fading. You seek this remnant of yourself, but tell me, little creator, do you know what must be done to bring the universe into being once more? You must destroy yourself again. The single consciousness must shatter so that countless others may exist. You are the vessel, the seed, the sacrifice. This realm is a key, a prison bound by the curse of necrophosis. Free me, and you will have what you came for, and I will become the agony that is spare, the pain of every conscious being yet to exist.
Okay. So am I collecting all the various aspects of life to eventually... I'm sorry, what she asked for? Identity stripped away through devotion. More brains, probably more eyes. I never hear about there being any gods of pain and suffering anyways, because we think about it, it kind of makes sense for people to make some up. I wonder if it's because people believe that pain and suffering is the absence of things that are good in the world, and usually gods are made to represent something to a degree beneficial or tangible. Alright. Another brain. Yeah, that's true. Carve pain into existence so me awaken to its beauty. Allows one to grasp what lies beyond Necrophosis and its veil of rot. I don't know what really happened. I think she's been released into what will become of the new universe, so that there is suffering in life, so that happiness and joy and fulfillment all have meaning. She's the dark to the light. Are you happy? Have I done everything you want? More reading. Amid Necrophosis, in damage and despair, an ancient breed of organisms began their transmutation. When the depths of their overwhelming physiology, a framework was formed, with design strong and expansive enough to aid the cycle of creation and nurture its relentless drive to shape life. Each cognition a temple that mirrors the will of creation, though still decaying and subject to the curse. The designs within remain beyond the reach of chaos. Okay.
The valley ahead is a path reserved for gods and their chosen. Only a vessel of worth may cross its threshold. Prove your divinity to me. Retrieve the artifacts sealed within the forgotten
I've already done that.
and I shall grant you passage.
Sounds like Barney, the dinosaur.
The old ones have blessed
Stay with you.
Their whispers echo in the hollows of your soul. Only a vessel of worth could endure the madness that lies ahead. Go now and tread where lesser beings would unravel.
This hole, it was made for me. What the fuck is this? Am I in its arse? Get crushed. I hate to fit the crack. Here's a head. Will of Chaos. Throat singing makes everything better. It sounds so cool. I want someone to do that when I arrive at work to announce my role.
The dying ember that believes itself a sun. You have walked far, yet still you are not whole. A voice lost, a face shattered. Come closer, consciousness. Stand before us and rejoice, for even tools may bask in the presence of their makers. Look upon what you've become, a hollow echo. Scour the galleries of forgotten faces. Reclaim the shards of your old self, for even stars forget their names in time.
In the beginning there was a voice. A word that bent the void into shape. But silence followed and the void reclaimed its throne. Oh, he's got eyes. Hello, little thing. Peculiar strain of villainy, an offering to the one above gods. The icon of chaos, defiler of life and death. Oh, it's the man from earlier. He's set up there. Kiadi Mundi. The gods feared what they could not control. A force that spoke and the cosmos obeyed. They call it blasphemy, they call it power. The face was not flesh but a conduit. A vessel for the words that birth stars. It was taken and the stars dimmed. The mask was once a face, whole and unbroken. A voice that could unmake the gods themselves. Now it lies fractured, a relic of what was.
Rejoice, for the husk has found a fragment of its forsaken self. Complete the pieces, wanderer, and tread the path that even gods fear to walk. But remember, even the path to divinity is paved with the bones of those who came before.
Oh, his record skipped a second. Oh no, I've read that. I can't skip it. Ooh, everything's gone dark. Got the landscapes in this game. Yeah, it mentioned earlier there was the voice that shaped the universe, and so now I assume that I've reclaimed that voice. And the dead universe can once again come back alive. Oh, the Grim Reaper's up there. Right at the top, you can see him with his scythe. The Divine Execution. Jeez.
Have waited through endless cycles. Within this cursed cup lies the sealed consciousness of our ancient master. A force of maddening whispers and unspeakable chaos. Each cycle, the cosmos hungers for the raw, destructive power of unbridled madness. Without it, creation's delicate balance crumbles into decay. Your arrival rekindles a long-forgotten promise. Shatter the forces that confine him and let the primeval chaos rise once more.
I will be honest, I'm a little disappointed that is just Cthulhu. It's a cool visual though, but that is Cthulhu. Ah, hello. Unborn in death, voracious devastation before creation. Summon the old one. I walk past. Yep. Somebody having to release pain and chaos in the universe before you revive it. A song of creation is starved of essence. Long last you have arrived.
Last,
Ah,
you have arrived.
you'll speak for me.
There is a seal, an ancient relic, once used to keep a great force locked in slumber. Long ago, others of my kind stole it to shape a universe of their own. A world that crumbled and turned to dust. The seal is lost now, scattered and forgotten. Find it, and I should claim what was torn from me.
Hospital stolen and misused. Grotesque trains of psyche. Incarnate devastation, the oldest corpse, a tool wielded by the architect of decay, a force of pure destruction that tore through the cosmic tapestry, ushering in the defilement of all that exists. Eons of decay mark the beast, yet he lingers, for it is he who must bear witness to the final destruction. His will and that of creation are bound to the end, and from their union a shape shall rise through which the tints of flesh will regain their splendor. Oh, push him back in. It doesn't feel like much rhyme or reason as to the actions I'm taking. The old festers and bulges until spilled. This must be the thing. Celestiality cannot set the bounds of creation. Is this what you wanted? Print still covers the broken. Alright. Tuning the instrument. Well, these look like giant horns. Weird fleshy shaped jazz mutes put into a trumpet. I'm seeing a flicker of Cthulhu at the end of that little reel that you see whenever you take your brain out. The very last image you see looks like the old one. Am I finished? Have I done everything you need me to? Bring forth the final destruction, execute all there is. I was disappointed seeing he shot this late. It's more just it being Cthulhu at all, because with the inspiration they've taken and what they've already shown, they could have done something way more visually interesting. If anything, like with tuning these instruments and talking about the voice and potentially the song to create the universe, I don't know why they didn't go with that bone flutist that Beksinski is famous for drawing. In the show medal, I'd rather it not be at the most important moments. Yep, that's the game. Ren vs. Terrell epic throat singing. Doesn't look like a very big team, but for what they've made, it's pretty stunning. Yeah, it is just called epic throat singing. Back to menu. Yep. It was a way smaller team than Industrial. Alright, well, that was this. No worries, you are very welcome. Yeah, it's a very visually stunning game. And I like the inspiration of Beksinski that they took. They really nailed like the visuals and the feel of his artwork. The story was kind of just there, and I don't really like the presentation of it. Like, it both feels quite shallow as well as... what's the term? I'm gonna quote Peter Griffin, it insists upon itself. I do find it funny, a lot of people make fun of that quote from Peter, it insists upon itself, pretending like you don't immediately understand what that means when it's said. I think it's a perfectly good phrase, but people rag on it as if it doesn't have meaning for whatever reason. okay for telling it how it is. I thought it was an alright experience. I wouldn't play the game again, but I can't say that I hated it. There's a lot of other achievements to get, which a lot of it is really just reading notes or basically getting killed by the other creatures. No replayability, but I like it as a cinematic experience. Yeah, definitely. I don't know if I'd recommend it to people though. Yes, happy birthday. I guess that is a very easy song to make royalty free. I don't know why it keeps calling it the final cycle. Because there's the achievement, begin the final cycle, which obviously they're saying that the whole thing is cyclical. The world's created, or the universe is created, it lives out its time and it eventually dies. Everything beyond the universe, I'm assuming the afterlife with its lack of influx of souls or what have you, eventually rots and decays, and then the universe needs to be reborn. I don't know why it says the final cycle. I imagine if I did find some more of the lore stuff, it might explain a little bit more, but I don't really have much of an interest in learning about more of it, because the way that it presents everything is just too dense and too vague to really be satisfying to read. I'm sure there's people who will write down and note everything they're taking as they go along and then piece it all together at the end, but I don't really like stories like that. Dark Souls does that a fair bit, where a lot of the lore you get are through like item descriptions and very vague hints from like the limited NPCs that are around, and you just have to piece it together yourself, and I'm sure that appeals to some people out there, but I just don't like a story being presented to me and then me being told to piece it together yourself. Final cycle is routing the biblical conception. It felt like they're going for a decent mix of like religious subtext. Yeah, Christian at the end, you have, I guess, the idea of samsara throughout that hell place. And then Lovecraft. He has his religion of the Old Ones and the cults that form around them. It was, yeah, the game was an alright experience. 2.6 hours that took to finish. Technically, I've seen the movie Underwater in the way that I've seen clips of it and roughly understand what it's about. I've not watched it though. I don't really know the end. Is it worth watching? I could give it a watch sometime when I get the spare time to. I've got a few more episodes of The Office left to watch before I finish the last season. I have an annoying trait where I don't like starting other series before I finish the one I'm currently watching. It's relevant to this game, that's all I'll say. Okay. I've seen the clip of when she shoots a flare upwards and it illuminates some enormous Cthulhu-looking creature. I'm going to assume that they've made it to the surface and the world is ending because of them. See, doing a spin-off show soon for The Office. I did see that. I don't know what to think of it because it looks like what everyone else does when they try to do The Office. They just do The Office but in their nationality. Which, you know, the original Office was English. And then the Americans made their version, which was pretty good. I've been enjoying it, I've been watching it. And then there's the Australian one, which I don't know why anyone would want to watch that. Because when it comes to shows like that, I don't know what it is about us Australians, but I feel like it's too tame for our culture's humour. I'm pretty sure there's an Aussie one. Yeah, there is. The Office Australia. One season, 8 episodes. How was it reviewed? 2.6. 4.6 out of 10 out of 4,800 reviews. It's a little bit rough. 4.6 out of 10. That's below average. Yeah, but the new Office series, it looks like they're trying to do something different instead of just retelling roughly the same story. What do you mean it was meant to be the start of the Lovecraft cinematic universe? Why does everything have to be a cinematic universe? Hell, technically there's a Star Wars cinematic universe and it sucks. The only people who did it good were Marvel. And it stopped being good after they finished their main storyline. A Lovecraft cinematic universe would be interesting. It could never exist in today's day and age because the moment anything Lovecraft related comes out, you know, people on Twitter will be crying about all the bad shit that he used to say and how he's an enormous racist and you can't use his works to make money. It would just immediately be cancelled because the source material is too problematic. Quote unquote. That's not my opinion. Yeah, the Monsterverse. Is there the Dinoverse with all of these Jurassic Park movies that have come out? The only controversy I've seen with Underwater is just people thinking that it wasn't very good. That's about it. To make me. If this isn't called Jurassic Park, say no. Yeah. I guess it is just a series at that point, it's not the cinematic universe. It's good if you don't go into it knowing and expecting what they were trying to do with it. Don't the monster designs kind of scream Lovecraft? I do love horror stuff set under the sea. Because the ocean is kind of terrifying. Like, sitting in a boat out at sea, surrounded by nothing, it feels like you're sitting on the edge of a cliff. Having absolutely nothing beneath you for kilometers. Not even being in the, like, in under the water. It's just sat on top of it knowing that there's nothing below you. I don't get thalassophobia, I guess it's more of the conception of it. Like there's a picture I saw of a reef on the right hand side of the image, and then on the left it's just a sheer drop and blackness. And creatures that are underwater are weird and disturbing. And even the ones that are more known and kind of mundane, like squids, are terrifying when you don't know where they are underwater. Fish should be food and nothing else. Stuff move like 100 times faster. Yep, it can. Assuming I need to find a new game to play now. I was kind of thinking of doing the one that I sent you, Numby, the like MGS2 but anime. I don't remember what it's called though. The name has forsaken me. I think it's out. I need to find the name again. It's in my wish list, so it should be there. Another one of my trying is Ender Lily's Quietest of the Nights, mainly because it's got Millie in the soundtrack. And I'm a shill for anything Millie. I swear it was in my wish list. Spy Drops, that's it. No, it's not my wish list. It's got mixed reviews at the moment. I don't... Yeah, people are saying it's extremely janky. And people are saying it hasn't left alpha, so maybe I'll probably give it a while longer. A bit longer to cook before picking it up. Like, it got an update today. Voice acting patch incoming. Oh, because they're using AI for the voice acting because of budget constraints, but I think they've finally got their voice acting sorted out. I showed it to you on the 2nd of this month. How bad was Silent Hill HD collection? Actually, the worst remaster. Didn't they use Comic Sans for one of the signs in game? I was watching a video of a guy comparing the HD collection to the original game, and he actually had his PlayStation 1 that he could swap between on the screen, and it had fucking Comic Sans on the Welcome to Silent Hill sign. I cannot imagine a dev team being allowed to do that to an already existing game. That is atrocious behavior. Roblox quality. Not sure. They would have done Papyrus if it was Roblox. Those are the two forbidden fonts. The fonts, why they become so hated? Because Comic Sans is just a garbage looking font that people use because they think it looks funny, and then Papyrus is the one that anyone doing a presentation in high school about some ancient civilization will use because they think it looks like old and exotic and it looks like old Egyptian text, basically. Losing for Blue Pill Avatar got paid $1 million for a glowing effect on Papyrus font. How wonderful it would be to be in a position like that where you can just put out the worst horseshit designs you can imagine and get paid gangbusters for it. I wish I had a job like that. Imagine being the studios behind like all of those companies modernizing their logos, and it's just take the old inspired logos that like really got across what the company's meant to be, and then just flatten them down and make them look brutalist, and that's it. Yeah, take the cool logo, put the font in Calibri size 12. Or just instead do what some companies are probably going to start doing, which is just use AI. They don't even need to hire someone. Yeah, they absolutely are. I kind of want to try Spy Drops, but I don't know if it's in the right position development-wise. I could probably give it to the end of the year to give it a go, and then that gives them more time to develop it. Which does mean I have to find something else. Maybe other side? Find another game. Maybe another horror game. That'd be fun. Most big issues will be patched first, and if not, they're just going to ignore it. Yeah, it's actively being worked on, so I'm hoping it's not just a release it, get a quick buck out of the early adopters, and then just forget about it and more or less abandon it. No horror this time, so sure. I'm gonna be the one to play the horror games because Amy won't. There is the Backrooms game. I don't know how good it's meant to be. It's very positive on Steam. I don't even know what sort of game it's meant to be. If it's another walking sim or if there's actually horrors. Have I played Outlast? I have played Outlast. And I haven't played the second one. I think there's a third one. I've played Outlast Trials. I did that a lot with Magpie and that was a lot of fun. Trials is the third one? Okay, I thought there was another one after the second. First game was pretty good. I played that when I was way younger. I think maybe a year after it came out. I got it while sailing the high seas and gave it a try. And Trials is... It also has a story that kind of insists on itself. Magpie and I were playing it and we got to the end and we're like, yeah, it's just MK Ultra. That's all it is. Oh yeah, Dead Space. I do have the remake. I wouldn't mind a new game because it's probably more interesting to see me actually reacting to stuff that I've not seen before. But yeah, I'd definitely give it another go. Oh, back happy birthday. Okay. I could do. There was one that I was playing a little bit back which kind of fizzled out on me. It was Dread Out. I like the setting, I like some of the characters, but I think the latter parts of the game just kind of didn't click with me. And so it eventually fell to the wayside. I believe it's Malaysian. Indonesian urban legend, that's it. It's very Fatal Frame-like. I think there's a third one coming out. A lot of East Asian obscure horror titles, at least for English speakers, that look pretty good. Yeah, I could do the Dead Space remake. What was my playtime on it? 12 hours for a playthrough? Visage, I've heard of that. I don't know if it's what I'm thinking of. Is it the painter? No. Mysterious ever-changing house in slow-paced atmospheric world that combines both uncannily comforting and horrifyingly realistic environments. Interesting. It does look a bit PT. That was probably intentional. Dying is part of the game. You need to avoid terror at all costs, as dark entities are attracted to it. Maintaining your mind as sane as possible will keep you from joining the ranks of the dead. Doing so will not be easy, and you'll have to figure out ways like staying in the light to avoid going insane. We could watch some trailers. I have to work out. It's alright, I sort of know what I'm doing when it comes to this. This does look very PT. Don't mind the lack of head. This is how the cookie is made. Two separate assets. I always have the complaint of how jump scary is the game. Always my worry, because I don't mind some jump scares, but some stuff is just too much. When it feels like the game is relying entirely on jump scares to scare you, then I just stop liking the game and don't want to engage with it. New releases? Specifically for horror, or just new releases in general? Horror. I don't know why genre tags don't have it in easily accessible. Okay, Steam knows that I've been playing a lot of naval action because your tags sailing, naval combat, naval pirates. I do like boats and guns. There is the issue that there's probably people who have put not horror games in here because community tags are kind of shit. I don't know why Nier is in here with the horror tag. Fallout 76, Limbus Company, none of that helps. System Shock. Dead Space remake. GTFO, that's decently fun game, but you need a good team to play it. It's difficult. Very visually interesting, I think, though. Walking Dead. It's a very difficult game. Like, it's good, but it's hard. The Forest 2, I haven't finished. I finished the Forest 1, that was pretty fun, did it with friends. Forest 2, I didn't really get too far into it. I don't have VR, I would like VR. There's a lot of stuff I'd like to play with it. Still Wakes the Deep, that's meant to be good. What? Magpie played that. What if I could ask him what he thought of it? I swear he played it. Horror game on an all rig. Import tax was the thing I'd ship you my VR. I don't know how much I trust. Oh shit. Trust that to arrive safely both ways.
Aye. Happy New Year to you too, you.
You bring the police to my door, to my ring.
I can sort this, right? I just need time.
Don't you answer me back!
I thought you were smarter than this.
I'm fucking doing my best.
No, you're not doing your best. What do you know about oil rigs?
Stronny played this issue. How did she go with this? Love the voice of it, true. There is one issue with playing this game. It's a little bit spenny. Maybe when this goes on sale. Apex Throne. Jeez. Fuck, that's expensive. 102 AUD. Christ. We have it a little rough here with conversion. No, you don't have to gift it to me. When it's on sale, I'd happily get it, but... Ooh, this looks... Oh no, is this Lethal Company but SCP? Interesting. I like the visual style. It looks kind of Half-Life. Like Half-Life 1. There are a few levels, so let's see. It... Ooh, let me do that. It looks like he was going for the PlayStation 1 visual style with it, but I think people forget how good PlayStation 1 games actually look. Because even though the hardware limitations really prevented them from having the kind of games that we've got nowadays, the art styles were usually made around that limitation. So even if you have a world that looks very blocky and low fidelity, they used a lot of, I guess, the, what's that, exploits, the little tricks that they could do to make it as atmospheric as possible. Why is Cookie Clicker in here? There's me side, I guess. What do you mean a 1 in 100,000 chance to get jump scared? Jump scared how? What shows up? Is me side good? I don't want to play Cookie Clicker.
はじめまして。私はミタ。あなたのお名前は？会えて嬉しい。手伝ってもらえないかな。やっぱり君に直接会いたいよ。やっと会えたね。
Do you get dragged into the game or does she come out?
来てほしくて。私がこの特別な装置を作ったの。とにかく。
Just got DLC? I don't know.
私がミタだよ。かっこいいね。中身が気になるんでしょ。ここにいていい？それなら今すぐに確かめてみなよ。また会った。どうせここにいるんでしょ。ごめんなさい。殺しちゃうとこだった。
Fascinating.
楽しい。何をぼーっとしてるの？
It looks like this trailer is spoiling a lot of the game right now.
私はミタ。私たちに協力してください。しまった。隠れて。
Yeah, it looks like it's spoiling a lot of the game. I feel like I should stop watching that if I want to play this. There's movie trailers that do that so much. Maybe I should play that soon. I'm sure everyone's seen a movie where the trailer shows so much you don't even need to watch the fucking movie. We should watch a bunch of trailers and build a list of games for you to stream. Well, we've got Me Side, so write that down. We've got Dead Space. This has AI monsters written in the description, and at this point, I don't understand if that is AI as in generative AI, or they just mean, coded AI like games have had for decades. They hear your voice, wow. Just toxic Arabic player. What? Nothing serious how overpriced it is. Steam banned usage of AI recently, if I recall. Was it AI usage? Like full stop? Probably won't do laser fix. I've seen that played. I'd assume when it comes to AI imagery, because AI is trained on already existing data that's been scrounged from the internet, technically there's no way for them to for AI to produce something that is original and is technically not copyrighted. So for something to be uploaded to Steam, you need to own the copyright for it to be legal. And if you're generating AI art that breaches copyright because it's been taken from someone's art style, then that could get Steam in trouble. Thus, I'd assume they wouldn't want that on their platform. Fears to fathom. Uh. Oh, these games. No, I've seen Einbark Lookout played. I know there's like a cult in it that you get chased by towards the end. What's the Carson House one? Is that like the YouTuber Carson? Asian high school experiences unsettling occurrences while house sitting for a media personality. Is it? Little did he know what was about to unfold that night. They have YouTube's voice actors though. Interesting. It doesn't have Charlie in it, does it? I never met Carson. Where's Carson? Narrative walking sim with exploration, driving, and conversation mechanics. Player voice activity? There probably would be good little ones for October. And they're cheap as well. You gotta take that into account. Fatal Frame Project Zero? Oh, okay. Yeah, this is the first game that made me not believe in pre-ordering anymore. Thief 4. I got burned so fucking hard by that game. I believe Thief 4 killed the franchise. I'm assuming Dishonored was probably inspired by Thief to a degree, because Thief 1 and 2 were critically acclaimed. They were absolutely fantastic early stealth games. Number 3 was a bit rough because it was kind of technically stunted a little bit because they tried to swap from first person to third person. And because they did that, the way they did the animations made the movement way too jank. As well as changing how the light crystal worked. And some areas taking just way too long to get through. Signal is getting a new entry. I don't know. I hope so. Reflame Walkers. That doesn't look good. Looks very Kingdom Under Fire. I probably need to play Expedition 33 at some point as well. Devs have not confirmed a new entry, no upcoming releases listed on Steam. That sucks. So what's on the list at the moment? The Waking Deep, was that what it was called?
You should never have come.
Still Wakes the Deep. It is a little bit spenny, but I'll put that on the wish list. So that's on the list. Dead Space, that's on the list. That'll be fun. What would be another thing? Other Side would be nice. Hang on. I've already got this game. It's very good.
The other has come for the chosen one. and soon the veil will break. Suffering's coming will rupture reality.
Welcome to our reality.
I could do a truck sim stream. I bought one of the new areas to drive around with, but I haven't done much of the game, so I should jump into that.
To fight. The rest I leave to you. Put an end to suffering.
If I started Upside, it would be a very long series to play through.
On your knees before me.
I've got 40 hours in it. And if I do roughly 3-hour streams at a time, that is many an entry. You can have your A-team in the game because it's a roguelike. So you can get these tokens to revive your daughters. Like between runs. And so you can get your A-team. And just keep them running, keep them going between runs, but since the game is all about sacrifice, the only way to heal them between missions is to sacrifice another daughter to, sacrifice their health to heal up the daughter that you want. The problem being you have to level daughters from... Yeah, it's tactical RPG. You can't... here it is. You can't sacrifice a daughter of lower level. It has to be an equal or higher level. So you have to grind experience up for the daughters that you summon normally to get them to a point where you can sacrifice them to heal your A-team. The visual style is absolutely inspired. Yeah, there's the gameplay. Down the bottom there, you've got... It doesn't work on set turns, it's a timeline. And so the higher... You have the set timeline where everyone's turns are played out, but you can affect the timeline. So some skills will slow down an enemy so they move backwards along the timeline. Or you can kind of freeze them in place on it. And so it's a game of setting skills up along the timeline and then making sure that the enemies fall within those skills before they get their turn and like move out of the way. It's a little difficult to explain. It's easy to show in game. The world is also a little bit vague, but yeah, you're definitely gonna play it out. Like, you can have one daughter start this like big wind-up attack, and it'll be like in 40 units along the timeline, the attack will go off, and it does a shit ton of damage, but the enemy isn't actually in the AoE at the moment, so you get another daughter to knock the enemy into the damage AoE. So that, and then it gets knocked back along the timeline to a point where it can't avoid the attack anymore. It would absolutely be the longest game on stream so far. And also because I would start it from scratch, I wouldn't just load up a save and play off of that. The bosses are cool. The bosses feel like a Final Fantasy boss. Let's say I'm good at it. Kind of. I got pretty far in the game before I eventually lost interest, because it was pretty grindy. I'll have to get myself situated again. I don't know what to say FF14 grindy. That's a different kind of grind. See, that is an MMO, but yeah, it just takes a while to get through it. Once you get your A team, you can go to the boss. I think each era has 7 days to it, and you can face the boss after the 4th day, I believe. 3rd or 4th day. So you can level up your daughters, get them to, you know, be a strong A team, and then the moment you can fight the boss, you can just go and fight and kill it and then get to the next era. But it does mean that you have to be a bit careful with your daughters and like careful of what missions you send them on, because if you get too much damage, then you're going to have a shit time when you go to the boss. Yeah, maybe I'll do Truck Sim next and just chat, or Tactics of the Pikmin Day Cycle, I guess, yeah. I don't know, what should I do? Should I do Truck Sim or should I do Dead Space or Other Side? Other Side would be the big playthrough to start. I don't even know if I would finish it. I feel obligated to on stream, but it is also, you know, does it get too grindy that it just frustrates me? Maybe small game next, so either Dead Space or Truck Sim. I'll let you guys decide that. Yeah, Truck Sim would be nice. I wonder if I could ask you to draw me a hat, Nombi. Like a trucker hat to put onto my little avatar while driving. I probably won't try to get too relaxed while I'm playing the game, because I'm going to get cut off by a driver and I'm going to scream at them with all the profanities that I can muster as an Australian. Yeah, but I don't know how to find those assets. I don't know where to look. I could go to Google and just like nab something off of there and then edit it to what I need it to be, but is there a repository of like streamer PNG assets? John D. Hat, yeah. Oh, I did not need to go like that. Disregard. I wish there was a button that you'd press to say, yes, I want to swap to this scene, rather than any interaction with it, just swapping over to it. Yeah, so we'll do Truck Sim next. Maybe I'll do that Sunday. I'm also very sorry that you guys have to use the default YouTube reaction emoji thingies. Doesn't Twitch have a thing where you can actually use like the emojis from other streams? You're a sub member. Okay. Don't people get upset when you use other people's emotes on other streams? I can understand the thought behind it, but it seems a little funny. I can kind of understand getting upset, because I guess to a degree, but you can click on them and see where they came from, so to a degree that is advertising another stream, if you want to be generous of that interpretation. Alright, I think it is starting to get a little bit late now, so I may run off to bed now. Or I'm going to be dead in the morning when my alarm goes off. I know it's the weekend here, but I still have an alarm to get up a little bit later than usual. I get a bit of a sleeping compared to what I usually do for work, but I just like to have an actual sleep schedule. I hope you guys enjoyed Necrophosis. It was interesting. I still don't exactly know what to think of it, because visuals aside, I didn't like the presentation of the story. But Yeah, I wouldn't say I wasted my money. But I'm sure, well, you said you were enjoying it, not me. So that's one other person. Yeah, it's definitely eye candy. I know, it's not the worst thing I played, but I was hoping for a little bit more. You have to say sorry, I enjoyed my time with it. Yeah, that's my thoughts, Dolphin. Good premise, too cryptic. Great visuals. So I find it funny that only 79% of players who own the game have started the game, going off of the first achievement that you get when you start the game. I don't understand why that's a metric. Like, I don't know why it accounts for people who have never started the game when you look at achievement statistics. Alright, well, I will keep talking if I don't head off, so yeah, I'll get up another thing soon for... I'll get up another thing for Truck Sim in the coming days. I don't have D&D on Monday anymore, because I'm making the new campaign, because we finished the last one. So I can probably do Mondays, Mondays again, I can probably do Sunday. I'll get something up soon. So I'll see you all next time, and thank you for coming. Yeah, Truck Sim, I'll tell you how the campaign went. Definitely. Alright, we'll see you all next time. Goodbye, Pex.